Okie dokie. Welcome to Wednesday. Thank you for watching. We are live on the KGNS app. We are live on the website at kgns.tv. We are also live to our Facebook page this morning at KGNS TV. Thank you so much for being with us. We are going to talk about auditions for LTGI's summer musical. And joining us this morning is John Maxstadt. John is with LTGI. He is co-producer of the summer musical, Disney's The Little Mermaid. He's also what else did you say you were, John?
The parliamentarian of the board.
What does parliamentarian do?
The parliamentarian keeps the bylaws and makes sure that the meetings are run according to the rules.
Goodness. Okay. Well, John, welcome to the KGNS Digital News Desk. I know you're excited to tell us about this production, but first, just kind of update us as to what LTGI has been up to.
Okay. Well, LTGI is a nonprofit local theater group. We do most of our large performances either at the main stage at TAMU or the main stage at LC, and then we've used a variety of venues for our smaller shows. Our most recent summer musical was Into the Woods, and since then we have done Hedwig and the Angry Inch at the Arts Center downtown, and we did Anne, a one-person show about Ann Richards, just recently finished at T30, which is the Shoebox Theater on LC campus. And that's kind of our new main facility for our smaller venue shows. But of course, the summer musical is going to be a big venue show. It's going to be at the Main Stage Theater at the Martinez Fine Arts Center on LC campus.
Now, Anne was just over the last couple of weekends, correct?
That's correct. It just closed this last Sunday.
Now, how did that go?
We sold out most of the performances.
Wow. And Hedwig and the Angry Inch was very popular as well, correct?
Yes, that's correct. We also we sold out most of the performances of that as well.
So it's fair to say, and I've had to have this conversation with a lot of people, that after COVID, it's safe to say now that things are back full force for LTGI now.
We think so, pretty much. I mean, this will be the first, because Into the Woods was a more limited musical. It didn't have a chorus per se. There were about 25 people in it. This is going to be more like a cast of 40 to 50.
Now, talk about the structure of LTGI, John. Who decides what shows to put on for the community?
We have an artistic committee that considers proposals from directors and considers shows that we might want to do. And the artistic committee, with the chairmanship of the artistic director, makes recommendations to the board. And the board approves those recommendations, and that's how we set up a season. Typically, the structure of our season is we have a summer musical. We have, in the fall, we have something called Class on Stage. We do a classic literary work for the LISD and UISD schools. We pitch it to a grade level, and then the students are bussed into the performances during the day. And we also have evening performances for the general public. And then usually we do a smaller show in the winter. That's our usual season, as I say, because we're getting back from COVID. We've been doing slightly unusual things.
How did you get involved first and foremost, John?
Well, me personally?
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of the founding members. Ended up directing Arsenic and Old Lace. I inherited it from Sam Johnson for the Little Theater, which had Joe Arciniega very heavily involved. And Joe was looking to create a theater group here in Laredo, and there was already Laredo Musical Theater International, which was a group of TAMU and LC instructors. And then Joe put together the Laredo Theater Guild, and then the two of those, and I was on the original board of that, and then the two of those merged.
Now, why did you get involved? Did you always have a love for theater? Were you involved in it earlier in your life?
Oh, okay. I've been doing community theater since I was 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, long time.
What'd you do at 10?
I played Charlie Bates in Oliver.
Wow.
The stage musical of Oliver.
Yeah, so it's been an interest of yours for all your life then.
Pretty much, yes.
Something you got from your parents. Where did you get that love of theater?
My mom had done some community theater, and she was also a very talented vocal musician. Sang in the church choir, was a soloist, that sort of thing.
John Maxstadt is joining us this morning. He's with the Laredo Theater Guild International. He is the co-producer for the summer musical, which is going to be Disney's The Little Mermaid. John, just a couple of other questions before we talk about the auditions, because there's auditions coming up for Disney's The Little Mermaid. What is the importance of local theater? I mean, we see it. I think it's a lot. There's a lot more happening locally on the local scene. But what is the importance of local theater?
Well, theater combines a lot of different arts. We use musicians, we use visual designers, we use visual artists, we use stage performers, we have backstage technical people. It's a large cooperative artistic venture. It's artistic collaboration between a lot of different people. There's a large educational component. There's a large literary component. Of course, the one we do class on stage every year, that's an explicitly literary work, which is in part to take a literary classic and bring it to life on stage. But there's a very great deal of art and culture that comes from being involved in or just coming and seeing community theater.
Yeah. And what's been the response from the community for LTGI?
We think it's been very positive. We've grown into, I think, a very prominent, if not the most prominent, community theater group here in Laredo.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite role when it comes to a particular production? Is there something that you favor when it comes to one of the productions? As far as, do you prefer acting? Do you prefer producing? What is your preference?
Well, I've mostly been an actor. I've done some directing. I've done some producing. I've done some technical work. But I think my first love is acting.
Yeah. How long does it take to put a production together from start to finish? What time commitment, I guess?
Well, if you're really talking about the start, because there's a long planning process before we actually start rehearsals. We've been working on Little Mermaid since January. And as far as the rehearsal process is concerned, you're usually looking at 8 to 10 weeks for a musical. Because there's a lot to know. There are the big dance numbers that had to be worked out. The ensemble people need to learn all the big ensemble numbers. And then, of course, we need to stage the thing and work with the principals. And there's all the technical work and all the other design work that needs to be done. So it's a major undertaking.
Now, when you say you've been working on Little Mermaid since January, what does that mean? What does that entail?
Well, it's been mostly planning, putting together a production team, meeting and talking about issues. We've made contracts with a set. A rental company to provide the set. And another rental company to provide the costumes. When you're doing a Disney fantasy on stage, of course, it's not something that you want to try to slap together by hand or a costume out of the Salvation Army bin. So we have high level costumes and set pieces that are contracted to come in, and you need to get on that sort of thing early, or somebody else gets the good ones.
Now, when it comes to the cast, once the cast is set from beginning to finish, what happens to that team? How do they grow together?
Well, of course, as you say, it is a kind of a team building thing to rehearse together. You begin by putting the show together piece by piece, number by number, scene by scene, and so depending on which number we're talking about or which scene we're talking about, that can involve a few people or a large number of people. But as the process continues and you start working continuity, you start running whole acts, you start running the entire show, it's all hands on deck. And everybody's involved and everybody's important, and it's a truism in theater that the person who's not sure what they're doing is the person who catches everybody's eye in the audience. So everybody's got to have their part down.
Is it common for that cast and the whole crew to become close by the end of the production? Do they remain friends, lifelong friendships, things like that?
It often happens. It doesn't always happen. Sure. I mean,
'cause you got a lot of personalities.
Yeah, you got a lot of people, but But for sure, I've made friends in shows that are still. I mean, people who don't even live in Laredo that I talk to on the phone or correspond with. I think that's a common. Outcome is to make lasting friendships from these theater productions.
Now, why would you encourage anyone at any age to get involved in theater?
As a matter of self-expression, as a matter of confidence building, as a matter of community, as you say, you doing a creative activity with a large number of other people. There's a lot of reasons to get involved in musical theater. Just an outlet for that little spark to say, hey, look at me, here I am on stage.
A lot of reason, a lot of opportunity to learn skills, to learn different skills, including team building. As you
absolutely. And again, it's not all on stage. We also have the technical people. We will need set crew, costume crew, makeup crew, props crew. There's a lot of jobs in the show. It's going to be a lot of people.
Now, how do you come across that part of the show? I mean, you have the cast, the ones that you have they audition for those roles, but then how do you fill in the rest of the crew?
Well, to an extent, it's the responsibility of the department heads, because most of the people, for example, the stage manager will put together the stage crew, the costume person will put together the costume crew, the props person will put together the props crew. A lot of these people who have experience in these areas have developed networks of followers. They're people that they're used to working with, people that they know that they can count on, that sort of thing. But in addition, it's not a closed system at all. People who are interested in doing that kind of thing should feel free to fill out an audition form. The audition form is on the website. And fill out an audition form and just say, I'm interested in working backstage, I'm interested in working in makeup, I'm interested in working in costume. It'll get to the person who is going to be in charge of that. So if you're interested, volunteer.
Yeah. That's awesome. John Maxstadt is joining us this morning. He is with the Laredo Theater Guild International. He's the co-producer for the summer musical Disney's The Little Mermaid, and he's also a parliamentarian for LTGI. So let's talk specifically now about the auditions, John. So they are coming up. They're right around the corner. This would be next weekend. So talk about the auditions for Disney's The Little Mermaid now.
Okay, so they will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 14th, 15th, and 16th at the Martinez Fine Arts Center on the LC campus. Friday and Saturday, the 14th and 15th, auditions will begin at 6 p.m. We ask that people sign in at the lobby of the main theater, and then you'll be told what to do from there. We need to get you numbers and take your picture so we can keep track of who's who, because we expect these auditions will be rather large. Sunday, auditions begin at 2 p.m. It's a little more indefinite as to how they will run, because one of the things we are proposing to do on Sunday is callbacks. That is to say, to bring back people that we're interested in for principal roles. The auditions will be, the auditions for everybody will sing a song, and everybody will have a dance audition. So as far as the singing audition is concerned, you need to prepare a musical number, a short one, to perform for the director and the members of the production team. And then the dance audition, all the people who audition will be taught a short dance routine and asked to perform that. So you don't need to come with something, but you do need to come prepared and dressed to do a little bit of dancing. As far as reading scenes is concerned, that's going to be at the director's discretion. The director is going to call people that he wants to see in particular roles, in particular scenes. And a lot of that is going to be on Sunday. So you don't want to show up late on Sunday if it's your beginning audition.
Now, what age group are we looking at here?
We're looking for 12 and up. There are 17 principal roles in the show of varying ages, some of them young. There are also a number of smaller speaking roles, and we need a full ensemble of singers and dancers.
Typically, how many people do you get for this sort of audition?
For the audition?
Yeah.
Let's see. It really depends. When we did Beauty and the Beast several years ago, we had about 170 people total. Now, that was over several days of auditions. That was not all on the same day. But we had like 80 on a day. So it's not unheard of. We are hoping, because it is a Disney musical, we're hoping for a big turnout.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would imagine it's definitely going to be pretty similar for The Little Mermaid. I honestly did not see this particular Disney show, so can you give us a synopsis of this?
Oh, okay. Well, it's based on Hans Christian Andersen's story. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, is interested in humans and interested in what life is like up on the surface. And this is not what her father, King Triton, wants for her. But she's very curious, and then she rescues a sailor that turns out to be a prince, Prince Eric, falls overboard off of a ship in a storm, and she rescues him. And so that's an initial meeting, and now she's more determined than ever to try a human life. She's got a sort of an advisor, a seagull, Scuttle, who thinks he knows a lot about human culture. Not so much. And King Triton has a sort of a musical director and major domo, Sebastian the Crab. And he has set Sebastian the task of keeping Ariel in line. So Ariel ends up making a bargain with the sea witch Ursula, that she will have human form with legs and be able to walk around, get around, breathe, and so on in the surface world, in exchange for her voice. And I think that's as far as I want to go with it. It's the movies around. The original was 1989, and again, there's a live action version coming out in May.
Now, do you need to have any sort of experience in theater to audition?
It's not necessary. Again, it's a good idea to prepare a musical number in advance, something that you can sing to us, something that shows off your voice and your range. You want something you can sing nice and loud and clear. It's a standard thing in auditions that if you do a lot, we will assume you can do less. If you do a little, we're not sure whether or not you can do more.
Sure. So now, if they're interested in auditioning, John, what should they do next?
A very good thing would be to go to the Laredo Theater Guild website.
And I'm going to go ahead and show them. I'm sharing the screen, so I'm showing them the website so you can continue to talk.
Okay. Yeah, it's laredotheaterguild.org, and you can click on Little Mermaid, and it will give you all the details about the audition. It will also give you an electronic audition form that you can fill out online. In addition, you can just come to auditions at the MFA. There will be audition forms in print if you prefer to do pencil and paper, and we'll just work with you there.
There is a lot of information that you can put into the website, so that might be beneficial for someone if they want to get a head start, and that way you all can see this particular person. Correct?
Absolutely, yes, that's true. Yeah, it's better to look at the website and get all the information. For example, we'll have a pianist to accompany people. So if you bring if you bring your sheet music, the pianist can help you. You can also bring recorded accompaniment if you want to do that. But if you're going to do that, you need to bring equipment so that we can hear it. I mean, it doesn't help us much if you stick your phone in your ear and you're the only one who can hear the accompaniment.
Yeah. All right, John. So I've got this screen up here, the 14th, the 15th, and then the 16th. So if they want to show up on the 14th at 6 o'clock, again, tell us where they go. If they just show up instead of...
Yes, that's correct. At the Martinez Fine Arts Building on the LC campus, and you want the main lobby to the theater.
And the actual show is going to be in July, is that correct?
Performances will be July 13th through 23rd.
Wow, okay. And so once you get the cast, when do rehearsals begin?
Rehearsals are going to begin end of April, beginning of May. sometimes it takes a little while to assemble a cast after auditions.
Yeah.
So we're not committed to a date yet.
All right, sounds good. John Maxstadt with Laredo Theater Guild International. Anything else we want to mention before I let you go, John?
I don't think so. Thank you very much for having me here.
My pleasure, yeah.
It helps to promote local theater.
Absolutely. And once we get closer to the show, we'll have you guys back on so you can promote the show.
Absolutely.
All right, John, God bless you. Thanks for what you do.
Thank you.
All right, I got to go. Telemundo en tu casa is up next at 11, and I'll see you on KGNS News at noon. Have yourselves a blessed rest of your Wednesday.